Hello, this is Greg Brown, Superintendent of Schools from Abilene, Kansas, USD 435. This presentation is a brief report to summarize the Board of Education meeting from May 9th of 2022. You can view the agenda and related documents by going to the Board Docs link given here. You can also go to the live stream link to view a recording of the actual meeting. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call at 785-263-2630. The consent agenda portion of the May 9th board meeting was fairly typical. Meeting minutes from the April 11th regular meeting and the April 28th special meeting, which was called to move forward on several personnel considerations, were both approved. The financial statements did not have any surprises, and the personnel update list included resignations from first grade teacher Paige Will Mitchell and high school counselor Carly Fritz, who are both making some changes to spend more time with their little ones. We also want to thank Robin Slasner for her time with us as a character ed and teacher aide, and Coach Kirill Kibasov for working with us as a full-time substitute teacher. We're excited to introduce Coy Hayes as our new high school ag education teacher and Christy Stover as our new second grade teacher. Paige Will Mitchell is transferring to a position as a parent educator with our Parents as Teachers program, and the Board of Education also approved a list of summer fun camp teachers and summer help for the technology and maintenance departments. We have begun to receive out-of-district attendance requests, and the April 21st Site Council meeting minutes from McKinley were also approved. Hank Royer, if you do not know, is an Abilene lawyer who oversees the Jeffcoat Foundation. The foundation has supported the district's Summer Science Academy for several years, and the Board of Education approved this year's $10,000 donation to be used for the camp, now being organized by Samantha Milliken. Thank you, Mr. Royer and the Jeffcoat Foundation. Dana Sprinkles shared the food service plans for this coming summer food service program. We're returning to pre-COVID guidelines, which means all meals must be consumed at the site in which they were served to the children. All meals for children through the age of 18 are provided at no cost, regardless of family income status. The meals will be served at Kennedy and McKinley Elementary Schools this summer. After seeking input from our calendar input committees, it was determined to adjust the 23-24 district calendar to pick up the missing teacher duty day on January 3rd by moving the floating work day for the second semester to January 2nd. We're also going to allow a floating work day to start the 23-24 school year. Teachers will simply need to log at least 7.5 hours worked at their school during the week of August 7th through the 11th. The calendar was approved by the Board of Education. Derek Burns and Will Burton shared preliminary plans for conditioning and skill building sessions for this summer. Some details are continuing to be refined. I want to take this opportunity to share a sincere word of thanks to our coaches and to both of our activities directors for the planning that has already taken place and for their commitment to excellence. Mr. Burns again visited with the board about implementing a cheer program at the middle school level. He prepared a written outline which is available to the public through the district website. The document outlines how tryouts will be organized and some information about what they intend to do for uniforms. The AMS cheer sponsor will be paid the same as any other middle school head coach. The Board of Education approved the 7 handbooks listed here. This was a second read for these policy documents. There was only one minor addition made to the proposed classified handbook. This warranted placing the handbooks into the regular meeting as a specific agenda item. Had there been no changes from the April meeting, this approval would have been placed into the consent agenda portion of the meeting. There are 13 written reports available to the public. The Board of Education reads these prior to the board meeting, so if they have any questions, they may ask any of us. These reports may be the best way to have a true understanding of all that is going on here in Abilene schools. A brief summary of my report is provided on this slide. Joanne and I will be preparing to close the books on this year between now and the end of June. The board was informed of the Boys Town training that will take place later this month. I would also like to remind you to check your email to sign up for the Boys Town training on June 16th and 17th. We would like the lion's share of our teachers, bus drivers, secretaries, custodians, and other employees who work directly with our students in this 2-day training. The board was given information about the district's next steps with Leading for Impact, as we will be implementing the concept shared in the book PLC Plus, and that's Professional Learning Communities Plus. Our Gravy Insurance Policy representative is planning to attend the June board meeting to give a detailed update of the district's group status. We're excited about hosting a year-end breakfast buffet to celebrate our employees. Please be sure to RSVP to Patty and Guano here in the district office. We want to make sure everyone is taken care of. As you know, we conducted our annual accreditation meeting on May 5th. I informed the BOE that they should have a written report from the outside visitation team at the June board meeting. I am sure most of you have heard there is a shortage of workers in just about every area of employment. We had previously shared some relatively unique ideas for filling some of our open positions, but the board wanted to go into executive session so we could discuss some details that may have identified specific candidates. The meeting finished up with an executive session pertaining to negotiations. (2021-2022) has been a great year because of the fantastic staff and students who hung in there with us. Thank you so much for your commitment to Abilene schools.